You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is BMORE Lifestyle.
Hey, what up, Baltimore? It's me, Lady T, and this is BMORE Lifestyle. From Studio B at Fox Baltimore, there's a lot going on right now, so let's get to it. Let me tell you, meteorologist Amy Aronson is here with us, along with our very own Tara Reeves and 92Q radio DJ Persia Nicole. Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
All right, so.
Good morning.
Hey, all right, so let me tell you, there are a lot of Terps football fans waking up happy this morning after the Big Ten announced that there will be a fall season after all, but it's gonna look a little different. We're talking 8 games and daily COVID-19 testing for anyone and everyone on the field during practices and games. What do you think? Big Ten happening. Tara, you wanna go first?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this move. Of course, we want to be very safety conscious, but at the end of the day, I feel like players still have the option to opt out of the season if they do have family members or friends that are in that category where they're more susceptible to catching COVID. But these kids, this is their livelihood. I mean, you have people competing, trying to make it to the NFL. So I like that they still have the option to compete, but once again, still have the option to opt out of the season, keep their scholarship for next season. I love that they just have the option, Lady T.
That's true. That's true. Okay, Amy, you want to go next?
Yeah, it was so exciting to see the Ravens back playing. So I think adding college football into the mix is also going to be exciting. I know I'm in Terps territory, but I'm a Penn Stater, so I'm excited to see them on the field also. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Of course, like Tara just said, as long as they do it safely, the testing, they've been doing that for the NFL, and I feel like it's worked well. I haven't heard of any cases yet, so hopefully they stay safe and, yeah, go Penn State.
All right, Persia, really quickly, are you with it or not?
I'm with it. I mean, you know, I think it's going to be weird to not have fans in that stand. You know, we can't root on our favorite team, but I'm with it. I think it's going to be fun either way.
Oh, okay. Well, Big Ten, they might as well call it the Big 8 if they only doing 8 games, though, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, former President Barack Obama, he announced the release of the first part of his memoir called A Promised Land. He announced it on Twitter this morning. He said there's no feeling like finishing a book. The 768-page book is set to be released November 17th. 2 weeks after Election Day. He already wrote 2 books, Dreams of My Father and The Audacity of Hope. How do we feel about this new Obama book? Who wants to start? Oh, Persia, can you go first?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Give me some of that.
Hey, girl.
Yes. You know what? I think it's amazing. I call him Papa O. I love him. I mean, it's 768 pages, so I'm like, whew, I got plenty of time during this quarantine. But I'm really excited for it. Just the cover alone, it gave me goosebumps. Like, it gave me goosies everywhere.
Ooh, okay,
You know?
okay.
Yeah.
Tara, tell me, you buying it?
I'm really excited about this book. I think anyone in the public eye, they're so scrutinized. So to be able to hear their life from their point of view, especially going through the election, there's only one winner. So the stress for him going through the presidential election, to be able to see his 8 years in office and hear from his point of view. Social media does a great job of allowing us to see people, but it's still filtered. Things can be taken out of context. So for his entire book, us to get to read this, and I think it's one of 2 parts, we're going to be able to see through, literally in black and white, not edited, Barack Obama. So I'm really excited.
Right. Okay, Amy, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard to get our hands on it. I wonder when they're going to start pre-ordering it. I think his last book was extremely popular. I have not read those, so maybe I should be catching up on those 2 before I get to the third. I guess I have a lot of reading to do.
Well, that's okay. We're going to have a book club starting soon, apparently.
There you go.
The 4 of us, right? All right. Also, let me tell you, Hawaii really wants us to come visit. In an effort to get tourists back to the island, the state is now pushing resort bubbles. Basically, it allows you to enjoy a vacation, but it keeps you quarantined. You have to wear a GPS monitoring system, and if you violate the rules, you'll face a $5,000 fine and up to 1 year in jail. Who is in? Who wants to do it? What do you think, Tara? What do you think? Oh, you're going? Oh, you want to be in a bubble? Okay. Amy, what do you think?
I think I would rather quarantine in Hawaii and see the beautiful beaches than to see these 4 white walls of my room that I'm currently quarantining in.
Agreed,
so to have a beautiful view, you can at least like picture, all right, I'd like to be out there versus just seeing the four white walls.
That's right. That's right. Amy, what do you think?
I agree. I'm in. We can all go. Why don't we just do this there, right? They'll put us in our little bubbles. We'll be set.
Oh, it'll be a girls' trip. Persia, tell me, girl, what do you think?
I love the way you say my name, first of all. Okay, you give me all types of vibes right now.
I love you, girl.
You know what? I'm in for a good girls trip in Hawaii, but I don't know about the ankle monitor. Like, I feel like, what is this GPS situation right now? I just don't know about wearing that.
Right, that's a little bit too much. Now, if it's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in a bubble with me, I'm going, okay?
Oh,
and that's that, okay? Put me in the bubble with him, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies. Now, we want you to tell it. Are you going to start planning a trip to Hawaii soon with the new changes? Head to foxbaltimore.com/vote and let us know. Or on the Fox 45 News app under Explore, you can find the spot to vote. At the end of the show, we'll see what everyone thinks. Cardi B files for divorce. The reason she filed the paperwork after 3 years of marriage. Also, there's a different kind of way to treat cancer, and it's called proton therapy. Next, we're taking a look at how it works and how it's different from other treatments.
You're watching BMORE Lifestyle.
This BMORE Lifestyle segment is sponsored by the Maryland Proton Treatment Center.
If you or someone you love has been diagnosed with cancer, there are treatment options. And joining us from the Maryland Proton Treatment Center to talk about some options are Dr. Regine. And you're talking about proton therapy today, Dr. Regine. So what types of cancers can be treated with this proton therapy?
So solid tumors that are typically localized, maybe to one spot of the body, as opposed to tumor that has spread all around the body, and particularly tumors that are near critical structures. So many of the common tumors you treat proton tumors with proton therapy includes brain, head and neck cancers, breast, lung, a lot of pelvic tumors such as prostate cancers. And especially if you're a relatively young cancer patient, proton therapy is a really great option because it spares a lot more tissue than standard radiation.
Yeah, so you mentioned younger cancer patients. Who would you say would be sort of an ideal candidate versus someone who wouldn't for proton therapy?
Generally speaking, the easiest way to think about it is amongst all cancer patients, 60% get radiation therapy, and about 20 to 30% of patients who need radiation therapy can benefit from proton therapy. And so particularly those patients who have localized tumors somewhere in the body next to any critical organ like the lung, the esophagus, the heart, the bowel, the bladder, the brain. So if you have a localized tumor that hasn't spread, you want to think about proton therapy. It's good. It's worth getting at least a second opinion. And in the COVID era, you can do a telehealth.
Right.
You know, so you
Awesome.
don't have to make the trip. And we have at the University of Maryland Proton Treatment Center, we are able to do the consults, online or on telehealth.
And what would you say sets the Maryland Proton Treatment Center apart from other proton centers in the region?
A couple of big things. Experience. We've treated over 2,500 patients. We've been open 4 years. This is a very complex therapy. And between all our docs, we have over 40 years of experience. Most of our docs have been trained in proton therapy. And the other big thing, when people look up proton therapy, they hear about, it's more expensive. We're one of the few sites in the country where the cost of proton therapy is essentially the same as standard radiation therapy.
Wow, truly incredible. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Regine.
Thanks for having me.
For more information about proton therapy, call 86-MD-PROTON or visit the website on your screen.
TV game shows take on a new look amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Meredith Vieira is the host of the show 25 Words or Less, and she shares how her team is adapting to the new environment. A new season of SNL is just around the corner, and it's expected to be an exciting one during the election season. And now Jim CAREY is joining the crew to play the Democratic presidential hopeful Joe Biden. Spilling the Tea is up next.
This is BMORE Lifestyle.
Welcome back. Let's get messy and spill some tea, okay? So first up, let's talk Cardi B. Okay, so the rapper filed for divorce from Migos rapper Offset, and now they're separated. She wants all assets split down the middle. She's not asking for any child support, spousal support. She's trying to keep it amicable. Oh, okay? She's also denying any rumors that Offset has some kind of baby with an alleged mistress. So, lots to unfold there. Up next, there was some kind of rumor about Idris Elba going around. I don't know if you guys heard of this. There was a rumor that Idris Elba and his wife Sabrina were pregnant. Idris denied all allegations, but said thanks for the congratulations anyway, which is great for me because I really wanted to make sure I still had a chance. So I'm really glad that don't have a baby yet, Idris. I'm not ready. Up next, Paris Hilton, the billionaire, multi-billionaire. So she revealed in her recent documentary, This Is Paris, that she's been faking that whole dumb blonde act. And she revealed her real voice in the documentary. And, because she usually, she talks with like a lull of a voice. But it's streaming on YouTube, so you get to actually hear what her real voice sounds like. This is so shocking to me. I didn't even know she was pretending. I thought this was all for real, Paris. Come on, it's supposed to be real, Paris. But yeah, so also, if you're looking for a good laugh, Jim Carrey is set to play presidential candidate Joe Biden on SNL. This is exciting. I love me some Jim Carrey from just when he was back on In Living Color, right? So SNL returns on October 3rd, and you're going to get to catch him playing Joe Biden, which versus Alec Baldwin. That's going to be a great duo. It's going to be hilarious. Also, just mentioning this real quick, reality stars Ray J and Princess, they are talking divorce again. That's just a little tidbit for you guys also. For all the tea that you love and deserve, make sure you follow @MyFairLadyT and always follow BMORE Lifestyle for all the tea and all the news that you love and deserve. Now, clouds hang on into the afternoon. Meteorologist Amy Arison is here now. Amy, can we also see some rain?
Eventually, we're going to see some rain, but right now we're going to take a minute to check out actually the best weather shot. We have actually a picture, I believe, of Camden Yards. We're going to show you a picture from there early this morning before any rain arrived. It was actually a pretty morning out there and a comfortable morning out there, and maybe we don't have that video for you at the moment. There you go. There's that picture. So this is one picture that was taken by one of our photographers. He actually chimed it in from Camden Yards this morning, looking so pretty in orange. If you want to chime in any of your weather photos, we would love to see them. So you can just go to chime in on the website and you can send those to us and we'll be using them here on the show. But of course, the rain is going to be moving in from the south. The heavier rain is still to our south this morning, but eventually that's going to work its way our direction. It's all traveling northeastward. And this is actually all of what's part of Sally, or what's left of Sally. That's now gone post-tropical. So just a remnant low at this point. We're going to see those showers work their way in from south to north as we head over the next couple of hours. I think most of those will actually hold off until this evening. So let's talk timing. This forecast model just updated. It shows those showers holding off until about 4 or 5 o'clock this evening. They start off scattered, but then that light, steady rain takes over from the south. So I think most of the rain from what's left of that tropical system will actually move through overnight tonight and rotate through early tomorrow. We've actually got a cold front that's going to follow it very quickly. So that's going to help us dry out as early as midday tomorrow. So by this time tomorrow, we should actually see that rain departing and we should see clouds giving way to a little bit of sun during the afternoon. After that, we're in for some temperature changes. But quickly, here's a look at how much rain we're expecting. Higher amounts will be seen well to our south across southern parts of Virginia down through the Carolinas today. Locally, we're just talking about 1/10 of an inch in spots like Cockeysville and in Baltimore City. Higher amounts expected south. So in Annapolis, closer to 1/2 inch there, slightly above that, and across the bay, we should see just shy of an inch. So right now, we're just hanging out under the clouds, awaiting the rain. It is comfortable out there right now with temperatures in the low 70s. As we head through the rest of the day, we'll warm a couple of degrees, but it's going to be tough with the extra clouds and then eventually the rain moving in. Most of those showers will actually move through overnight tonight with temperatures settling back into the low 60s. After that, we are in for a major cool down, a taste of fall as we head through, yes, the last weekend technically of summer. This is where our numbers are going. We've got a string of the 60s, mid to upper 60s, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and lows will be dipping into the 40s. So I had bushels of apples behind that bar graph there. Maybe a good weekend for some apple picking. If we take a look ahead at what to expect this weekend, you'll notice those lows do dip into the 40s Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and actually Tuesday mornings. By the start of fall, the fall equinox on Tuesday, temperatures will be improving. So we're closer to 70 on Tuesday, mid 70s by Wednesday. And then if we look ahead at what's to come for the rest of the week and the following weekend, looks like a warming trend. That's more what we're used to. We'll be back in the low 80s and upper 70s.
Hey everybody, it's the game show where every word counts on 25 words or less. Hosted by Meredith Vieira, two teams of celebrities and civilians face off in a fast-paced word game with a top prize of $10,000. Season 2 is just getting underway, and we've got Meredith here with us right now. Hey Meredith.
Hey, Lady T.
Hey. Thanks for joining us today. Well, tell us what's new this season. Like, who are some of the celebrities you guys have lined up?
Well, I don't like to give names because I like to surprise people. If I name one person, I feel I need to name them all, because it's a real ensemble show, and I mean that. The contestants and the celebrities play off each other, and they create their own dynamics. So each show's slightly different because of that, and that's part of what I love about it. It's sort of a comedy disguised as a game show. But this season, I'm in New York because of the pandemic, so I'm literally recording the show from my basement. They set up a little studio down there, it kind of blows my mind because it looks like the real set. It's crazy. And everybody else, it's an LA-based show. So everybody else is at a studio in LA, but they're all socially distanced from each other, obviously, and they have their own little pods that they go into. But when they put the show together, the magic of editing, that Fox has done a great job. It looks so cohesive that you wouldn't know that it normally wouldn't even look this way. It works.
Wow. Well, tell me, what is your favorite part about this show?
I miss the being close to everybody. It's a real kind of, we're all together, and there's a lot of running around and dancing and poking fun at each other and high-fiving and all that kind of stuff, human interaction. I miss that tremendously. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And, every day, when I get done with the day, I always say, I did no harm today. I made people happy. Some people walk away with a lot of money, which is wonderful, especially in these times. A little extra cash doesn't hurt. And we're also this season sort of payback for our fans who have been so supportive in season 1. So we're doing something called honoring superfans. Oh. And sorry, that's my cat. You don't need cats for rendering a picture. Sorry. Okay. So each show has 2 superfans, one on each team that represent the team, and if their team wins the $10,000, that superfan gets $1,000. But at the very least, each superfan walks away with a $100 gift card, and it's our way of honoring them during this time and saying thank you.
Right. Well, let me tell you, my family will definitely be tuned in. This is such an exciting show. Thank you for joining us today. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, I just want to say thank you to all our viewers, and please keep watching. Thanks for the support, and above all else, stay safe.
Oh, thank you so much, Meredith. We'll be tuned in.
It was a pleasure.
All right. Take care.
Sorry about the cats we're in.
Your chance to vote is running out. Are you going to start planning a trip to Hawaii soon with the new changes? Let us know now. The results are next.
You're watching BMORE Lifestyle.
Welcome back. Trending now. Get this. Halloween is a little bit more than a month away, but with the coronavirus pandemic, the future for celebrations is unclear. That's why one Ohio dad and daughter duo are making sure they can hand out candy safely. They made a candy chute with supplies that they already had. The festive tube can be attached to the railing in front of their home, sending candy to trick-or-treaters at the bottom of the steps. Wow. The family says this way everyone can get their treats from a safe distance. That's so creative. Hawaii wants tourists to come back to the state to visit. The state is now pushing resort bubbles, basically. It allows you to enjoy a vacation, but it keeps you quarantined. You have to wear a GPS monitoring system, and if you violate the rules, you'll face a $5,000 fine and up to 1 year in jail. Ooh. So are you going to start planning a trip to Hawaii soon with those kind of rules? So far, 70% of our viewers say, I'll think I'll wait, while 30% say they're ready to go. Uh-oh, all right, take that chance. And we've got a great show lined up for tomorrow. Anyone can take on the challenge of baking. Tomorrow morning, we'll talk to a 14-year-old named Emily Ullman about how she started her own bakery business out of her Carroll County home.
Find out how to have your business featured on BMORE Lifestyle. Email us at bmorelifestyletv@foxbaltimore.com.
Well, thank you for inviting us into your home. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay strong, Baltimore.